this one. I think we all learned in high school, but still, oblique, 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 oblique. Oh, I can do some sagittal, sagittal, oblique, oblique, sagittal, sagittal, mid, sagittal, 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 mid, sagittal, transverse or horizontal, transverse, 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 oblique, 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 coronal or frontal, coronal is like right here, coronal, frontal, coronal, frontal, transverse, horizontal, sagittal, 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 mid-sagittal. So the difference between sagittal is that it's any line that separates left and right, left and right, left and right. So it can be like right here because there's left and right, right here because it's left and right. But mid-sagittal means it's exactly in the middle, the perfect line in the middle. I'll say some anatomical directions. This is how I learned them. Anterior, posterior, anterior, posterior, posterior, anterior, posterior, anterior, superior, inferior, superior, inferior, superior, anterior, posterior, inferior. And then for animals it's a bit different. In their belly, it's called ventral. Towards the belly, ventral. Towards the back, dorsal. Towards the tail, caudal. I don't think I'm saying that right, but that's the way I remember it, caudal. And I think towards the head, the same thing as superior. What is it? Oh, cranial, my bad. Cranial. 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 Caudal. Ventral. Dorsal. Caudial. Caudial. Cranial. Cranial. Ventral. Ventral. Dorsal. Dorsal. Appendicular region. Appendicular region. Appendicular region. Appendicular, 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 your arms and your legs. Axial, axial, axial is axial, axial, head, neck, and basically your thoracic cavity and your abdominal cavity and your pelvic cavity. And appendicular, appendicular, arms, legs, cavity, 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 thoracic cavity, thoracic cavity, pelvic cavity. Thoracic is divided with the abdominal cavity divided by the diaphragm, 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 diaphragm. We are learning about cavities, cavities right now, cavities, cavities. There's the cranial cavity, the vertebrae cavity, thoracic cavity, abdominal cavity, pelvic cavity. When you combine your abdominal and pelvic cavity, you just say abdominal pelvic cavity, abdominal pelvic cavity, abdominal cavity, and they're divided. If I stand a bit, okay, just pretend this is underneath my diaphragm. So basically, everything from like your stomach all the way to your reproductive system, all that is divided. There's the quadrant system of 4. Quadrant. here in the screen. This one right here, the first one, is the left hypochondriac region. Left hypochondriac region. Then left lumbar region. Left lumbar region. Then left iliac or inguinal region. Left iliac or inguinal region. Then it's pretty easy because the left and the right is the exact same thing, just that this is the left, this is the right. So then here, right hypochondriac region, right hypochondriac region, right lumbar region, right iliac or inguinal region, and in the middle, epigastric region. Then umbilical region, hypogastric region. Those are the regions. Now, chemical reactions. We have synthesis reaction. We have decomposition reaction. We have reversible reaction. Then we have exchange reaction. Synthesis reaction. Decomposition reaction. Reversible reaction. Exchange reaction. We learned about non-polar covalent bonds. Non-polar covalent bonds and polar covalent bonds. Polar covalent bonds. A non-polar covalent bond is a hydrophobic. It does not like water. Hydrophobic. A polar covalent bond, it's a hydrophilic. It loves water. Hydrophilic. Hydrophobic. There's functional groups that help carbon backbones become polymers. And there's 5 functional groups. First one is the phosphate group. Amine group. Hydroxyl group. Methyl group. Carboxylic acid or explain